There are moments in the life of a chosen one when subtle signals begin to emerge, indicating that a significant transition is approaching. These signals are often quiet at first, almost imperceptible, but they carry a profound weight as they begin to build. This shift is not just a change in circumstances, but a deeper spiritual transition, one that will propel you into a new phase of growth and purpose. Recognizing these signs is key to preparing for what lies ahead, as the universe gently nudges you toward your next stage of evolution. You may notice an increasing sense of awareness, a feeling that something is about to shift, even if you can't yet see it. This is one of the first signs that a transition is imminent. The energy around you begins to change subtly, and your internal compass starts to adjust. You may find yourself becoming more introspective, questioning aspects of your life that previously seemed certain. This is not a time to dismiss these feelings, but to embrace them, for they are guiding you toward something greater. The chosen one is often called to transition when the current phase of their journey has been fulfilled. You may sense that the lessons of the past are coming to a close, and new experiences are waiting on the horizon. This transition is a signal that you are ready for deeper alignment with your higher purpose. It may feel as though the life you have known is beginning to shift, making space for new opportunities, relationships, and challenges that will help you evolve further. These early signs of transition are not always dramatic. They often come in the form of gentle whispers, an unexplained restlessness, a desire for something more, or a growing disconnection from the familiar. You might start feeling out of sync with your surroundings, your routine, or even the people in your life. This is a clear indication that your spirit is preparing for something beyond the current reality. The universe is creating space for new possibilities, and it's crucial to stay open and receptive to the signs that are unfolding. In the following section, the focus will shift to the heightened sensitivity that often accompanies this transition. This increased sensitivity to energy is one of the clearest indicators that change is near, and learning to navigate it will be essential as you prepare for what's to come. During times of transition, one of the most noticeable signs for the chosen one is a heightened sensitivity to energy. This sensitivity manifests in various ways, from physical sensations to emotional awareness. You may find that the energy around you feels more intense, as though you are picking up on subtle shifts that others may not notice. This sensitivity is a gift, a way for you to connect more deeply with the unseen forces guiding your transition. However, it can also feel overwhelming at times, as the energy you are absorbing intensifies. You may notice that certain environments feel more draining or stimulating than usual. Places that once felt neutral might now carry an emotional or energetic weight. Crowded areas, for instance, can feel suffocating as you become more attuned to the energy of others around you. Conversely, quiet and peaceful spaces may provide an immense sense of relief and calm. This heightened awareness is a sign that your energy field is adjusting, becoming more in tune with the new phase you are entering. Emotional sensitivity also becomes more pronounced. You may find yourself deeply affected by the moods of others, sensing their energy before they even speak. This can feel disorienting, especially if you're not used to picking up on such subtle cues. The chosen one is often able to read the emotional landscape of a room without consciously trying, and during a transition, this ability becomes even stronger. While this sensitivity can provide valuable insights, it's important to protect your energy and set boundaries to avoid becoming overwhelmed. Your physical body may also respond to these energy shifts. You might experience sudden waves of fatigue, headaches, or restlessness, all of which are signs that your body is processing the energetic changes taking place. These physical symptoms are not random. They are your body's way of adjusting to the new frequency you are stepping into. Listening to your body's needs during this time is crucial, as it will guide you through the transition with more ease and awareness. As your sensitivity increases, you will also notice a growing disconnection from the old and familiar. This is a natural part of the process, signaling that you are moving away from what no longer serves you. In the next stage of this transition, you will explore how this disconnection is not a loss, but a necessary step toward embracing the new path that awaits. A sense of disconnection often accompanies the beginning of a major transition. The chosen one may start to feel increasingly out of place in familiar environments, relationships, and routines. This isn't because something external has drastically changed. It's a reflection of the internal shift that's happening within you. The things that once brought comfort or satisfaction may no longer resonate with your spirit. This disconnection is not a sign of failure or loss, but rather a necessary step in shedding the old layers to make way for new growth. You may feel this disconnection in small, subtle ways at first. Perhaps conversations that used to engage you now seem superficial, or activities that once filled your time now feel empty. The pull to engage in old patterns weakens as your energy shifts towards something greater, something that aligns with your evolving purpose. The chosen one can often sense this gap between the old life and the new, which can lead to feelings of confusion or even loneliness. But it's important to understand that this disconnection is creating space for something more aligned to enter your life. This phase can also affect your relationships. Certain friendships or connections may feel strained or distant, as though the energy between you and others no longer matches. People who were once close may no longer understand you, or they may sense the changes in your energy and react unconsciously. The chosen one often experiences this as a pulling away, not because of any fault, but because your vibration is no longer in harmony with those who are not transitioning in the same way. This doesn't necessarily mean the end of these relationships, but rather that they may need to shift or evolve alongside your growth. The feeling of disconnection is uncomfortable, but it is temporary. It's the space between who you were and who you are becoming. During this time, it's important to embrace solitude, as this allows for deeper reflection and reconnection with your higher self. The old ways are dissolving because they no longer serve the chosen one's higher purpose. You are being called to trust in the process, to release the old with grace, knowing that what comes next will be in greater alignment with your true path. As you navigate this sense of disconnection, your inner knowing will begin to strengthen. This heightened intuition will guide you through the transition, offering clarity and insight into what lies ahead. During times of transition, the chosen one's intuition sharpens, becoming an undeniable guide through the uncertainty. This inner knowing often manifests as a quiet but powerful voice within, offering clarity amidst the confusion of change. It's not a voice of logic or reason, but one that comes from a deeper, spiritual place. The signs may appear as gut feelings, sudden insights, or vivid dreams, all pointing toward a truth that may not yet be fully visible. Trusting this inner knowing is essential, even when external circumstances seem unclear or chaotic. You may find that your intuition starts to speak more clearly, offering guidance in situations where you would normally seek advice or validation from others. This is because your inner compass is becoming your primary source of direction, a tool honed specifically for moments like these. The chosen one often experiences this as a sense of certainty about decisions that would otherwise seem difficult or complex. This knowing transcends fear or doubt, guiding you with confidence toward the choices that align with your highest purpose. Signs from the universe also become more frequent during this time, reinforcing your inner knowing. Synchronicities, recurring symbols, and messages in unexpected places will begin to catch your attention. These are not coincidences. They are confirmations that you are on the right path, even if you can't yet see the full picture. The chosen one is able to pick up on these subtle messages because their energetic frequency is more attuned to the unseen forces at work. The universe is offering these signs as reminders that you are supported and that your intuition is leading you exactly where you need to go. However, the increase in intuitive awareness also comes with its challenges. You may find it difficult to explain your choices or insights to others who do not share the same level of inner knowing. The chosen one often walks a path that is misunderstood by those around them, especially when decisions are based on intuition rather than logic. This can create feelings of isolation, but it's important to remember that your inner guidance is uniquely yours. It is tailored specifically for your journey, and only you can truly understand its depth and meaning. As you continue to strengthen this connection to your intuition, you may notice emotional shifts intensifying. These emotional waves are part of the purging process, preparing you for the transformation ahead. Embracing these feelings will allow you to move through the transition with more clarity and grace. As transitions approach, emotional waves often intensify. The chosen one may find themselves experiencing a wide range of emotions, from deep sadness to moments of joy and peace, all in quick succession. These emotional fluctuations are not random. They are part of the purging process that accompanies major life changes. Emotions that have been buried or unresolved begin to surface, demanding attention and release. This is a necessary part of the transition, allowing old energy to be cleared to make space for the new. During this period, it's important to allow these emotions to flow freely, without judgment. The chosen one is often called to experience these waves deeply, as they are clearing not only personal emotions but sometimes collective or ancestral energies. This can feel overwhelming, as emotions may arise seemingly out of nowhere, catching you off guard. However, these feelings are a sign that your inner landscape is shifting. They serve as a reminder that growth often requires letting go, and the process of release can stir up intense feelings. You might find yourself feeling nostalgic or even grieving aspects of your past that no longer resonate with who you are becoming. This is a natural part of the transition, signaling that you are ready to move forward but honoring where you've been. The chosen one must navigate these emotional waters with compassion for themselves, understanding that this turbulence is temporary and part of the greater transformation that's unfolding. Trying to suppress or bypass these emotions will only prolong the process, so it's essential to face them with courage and acceptance. These emotional waves can also serve as powerful teachers, revealing where healing is still needed. Old wounds, fears, and insecurities may resurface, not to hinder you, but to be acknowledged and finally released. The chosen one is being given an opportunity to break free from emotional patterns that have held them back. By allowing these emotions to surface and pass through, you are clearing energetic blockages and making space for higher levels of awareness and peace. As the emotional waves continue, you may begin to experience physical symptoms such as fatigue or restlessness. These are often signs that your body is processing the energetic shifts happening within you. The physical body is intricately connected to the emotional and spiritual bodies, and during times of transition, all aspects of your being are working together to align with the coming changes. Recognizing these physical signs will help you navigate this stage with greater awareness. Unexplained fatigue and restlessness often accompany times of significant transition. The chosen one may find themselves feeling unusually tired, even after a full night's sleep, or experiencing an overwhelming sense of restlessness that cannot easily be soothed. These physical sensations are more than just signs of exhaustion or stress. They are the body's way of responding to the energetic shifts happening within. The physical body is deeply connected to the spiritual and emotional bodies, and during a transition, it works hard to adjust to the new frequency being integrated. Fatigue is often a signal that your body needs more rest than usual to process the intense energetic upgrades taking place. During these times, you may find it difficult to maintain your usual pace or engage in activities that once felt effortless. This isn't a sign of weakness, but rather a call to slow down and allow the body to recalibrate. The chosen one must learn to honor this fatigue, seeing it not as an inconvenience, but as a vital part of the transformation process. Rest becomes a form of self-care, giving the body the space it needs to integrate the changes unfolding. Restlessness, on the other hand, often occurs when your energy is out of sync with your surroundings, or when internal shifts are pushing for external change. It's the body's way of signaling that something needs to move, whether it's physical movement or a shift in perspective. This restlessness can feel uncomfortable, like a constant itch that cannot be scratched. The chosen one may experience sleepless nights, pacing thoughts, or an urge to make sudden dramatic changes. While this sensation can feel unsettling, it's important to recognize it as part of the process, a sign that energy is building and preparing for a significant shift. These physical sensations are often tied to deeper spiritual processes. The fatigue you feel may be related to the clearing of old energetic patterns, while restlessness could signal the emergence of new possibilities that your body is beginning to prepare for. The chosen one is being asked to listen closely to these signals, understanding that they are not random but purposeful. By tuning into what your body is communicating, you can navigate this transition with more grace and patience. As these physical symptoms continue, you may start to notice increased synchronicities and patterns in your life. These repeating signs are often the universe's way of offering guidance and confirmation, pointing you in the direction of your next steps. Recognizing and responding to these signs will help you align more fully with the transition that is already underway. Synchronicities and repeating patterns are some of the most telling signs that a transition is approaching. The chosen one may begin to notice an increase in these occurrences as the universe subtly provides guidance and confirmation along the journey. Synchronicities are not random coincidences. They are aligned events that reflect the energetic shifts taking place. Whether it's seeing repeating numbers like 1111, encountering the same symbol multiple times, or meeting people who seem to offer exactly what you need, these signs are the universe's way of communicating with you. These synchronicities often carry messages that encourage or validate your current path. For instance, encountering a certain phrase or image repeatedly may highlight an area of life that requires your attention. Or you may meet someone whose experiences mirror your own, offering insights that propel you forward. The chosen one is highly attuned to these patterns because they operate at a higher frequency, allowing them to perceive the interconnectedness of events more clearly. This awareness acts as a compass, guiding you through periods of uncertainty by confirming that you are exactly where you need to be. In addition to synchronicities, repeating patterns in your own life often reveal lessons that are ready to be fully integrated. These patterns could be in relationships, career, or personal growth, showing up in different forms but carrying the same underlying themes. When the chosen one encounters these patterns, it's a signal to pay attention. There is something to be learned or resolved before the transition can fully take place. These patterns will continue to emerge until the necessary growth or change has been embraced. While these synchronicities and patterns are powerful, it's important to recognize that they are meant to guide, not to control. The chosen one must remain open and flexible, understanding that while these signs point the way, the journey is still one that requires active participation and decision-making. Trusting these signs does not mean relinquishing control, but aligning with the flow of the universe, which is working in harmony with your higher purpose. As the synchronicities become more frequent, so too does the process of purging, both physically and spiritually. This cleansing is a necessary step in preparing for the transition, as it helps to release the old and make way for the new. Recognizing the importance of this purging process will be essential as you move closer to the transformation that is coming. During times of transition, a deep purging process often occurs, both physically and spiritually. The chosen one may experience a sudden need to cleanse and release old energies that no longer serve their growth. This purging can manifest in many forms, clearing out physical spaces, releasing emotional attachments, or even experiencing physical symptoms such as detoxing or heightened sensitivities. These are all signs that your body and spirit are preparing for the new energy that is coming into your life. On a physical level, you may feel compelled to declutter your environment, letting go of possessions or objects that carry the weight of your past. This process of clearing space is symbolic of the internal cleansing that is happening simultaneously. The physical act of letting go creates room for new energy to flow, allowing you to realign with the fresh opportunities that are emerging. This urge to cleanse can also extend to your physical body, as you may feel drawn to healthier habits, detoxifying foods, or new wellness routines that support your transition. On a spiritual level, the purging process can be more intense, as it involves shedding old beliefs, fears, and attachments that have held you back. The chosen one may find themselves reflecting on past experiences with a new perspective, realizing that certain thought patterns or emotional responses are no longer aligned with who they are becoming. This spiritual detox can feel emotionally challenging, as it may require revisiting wounds or traumas that need to be healed before moving forward. However, this release is necessary for the next phase of your journey to unfold with clarity and purpose. Emotional purging is a key part of this process. Old fears, resentments, or unresolved emotions may rise to the surface, demanding to be acknowledged and released. The chosen one is called to face these emotions head-on, allowing them to pass through without resistance. By doing so, you free yourself from the energetic weight they carry, making space for lighter, more empowering emotions to take their place. This emotional release is often accompanied by a sense of relief and clarity as you move closer to embodying the energy of the new path ahead. As the process of purging unfolds, the vision of your future self begins to come into sharper focus. You may start to see glimpses of the new direction you are heading toward, offering insight into the purpose and opportunities that await you. These visions serve as a guide, helping you align more fully with the transition that is approaching. As the transition draws nearer, the chosen one begins to experience visions of what lies ahead. These visions are not merely daydreams or idle thoughts, they are glimpses into the new direction your life is preparing to take. Often they come during moments of quiet reflection or even through vivid dreams, offering clarity about the purpose and opportunities that are unfolding. These visions provide a sense of hope and excitement, serving as a reminder that the changes you are experiencing now are leading you towards something greater. The images and feelings that accompany these visions may be subtle at first, like flickers of intuition. You may suddenly feel drawn to certain places, people, or ideas without fully understanding why. These inner nudges are signs that your spirit is aligning with the path ahead, guiding you toward the opportunities that will support your growth. The chosen one may also experience déjà vu-like moments, where certain situations or conversations feel oddly familiar, as though you've been preparing for them long before they appeared. These moments of recognition are validations from the universe, confirming that you are moving in the right direction. In these visions, you may see yourself stepping into new roles, connecting with new people, or pursuing new endeavors that reflect your evolving purpose. This foresight often brings a sense of peace, as it allows you to see the larger picture beyond the challenges of the present moment. Even if the details are not yet fully clear, the chosen one can sense that the road ahead is one of deeper alignment and fulfillment. These visions serve as a beacon, keeping your focus on the horizon, even as you navigate the uncertainty of the current phase. However, these glimpses into the future also come with responsibility. The chosen one must take action to align with these visions, making choices in the present that will lead toward the outcomes being revealed. It's not enough to simply wait for these changes to unfold. They require your active participation and commitment. Every decision, every step you take, is part of the co-creation process with the universe. By honoring these visions and taking deliberate action, you ensure that the transition you are moving through leads to the highest possible outcome. As your awareness of the future becomes clearer, the final steps of your transition begin to take shape. You may notice a sense of urgency, a call to fully embrace the transformation at hand and trust that you are ready for the new chapter that is about to begin. The moment of transition is upon you, and the chosen one stands on the threshold of a new chapter. Everything you have experienced up to this point, the heightened sensitivity, the disconnection from the old, the emotional waves, the synchronicities, has been preparing you for this pivotal moment. The universe has been guiding you, sending you signs and confirmations that you are ready to step into your new path. This transition is not just a change in circumstances, but a profound shift in your energy, purpose, and direction. Trusting in the process is essential as you move forward. The journey has not been without challenges, but each step has brought you closer to greater alignment with your higher self. Now, it's time to fully embrace the change that is happening within and around you. The chosen one understands that transitions can feel uncertain, even uncomfortable, but they also hold the promise of growth, expansion, and deeper fulfillment. Trust that you have been guided here for a reason, and that everything is unfolding in divine timing. Readiness is not just about being prepared for what's to come, but about being willing to let go of what no longer serves you. The old patterns, fears, and attachments that have been purged in recent days have made room for new possibilities. The visions of your future that have been emerging are now within reach, but they require your active participation. You are not just waiting for this transition to happen. You are co-creating it with the universe. The choices you make from this point onward will shape the outcome of this new chapter, and you are fully equipped to make these decisions with wisdom and clarity. As you stand at the edge of this new beginning, remember to stay grounded and centered in your truth. The chosen one has the strength and resilience to navigate this transition with grace. no matter what challenges may arise. This is your moment to step into the full power of who you are becoming. The universe is supporting you, and the path ahead is one of greater purpose and fulfillment. Embrace it fully, knowing that you are ready to walk this path with confidence and trust. The transition is not an ending, but the beginning of a new chapter, one that holds the potential for deep transformation and growth. You are prepared for this, and as you move forward, the journey will reveal itself in ways you have long envisioned. Stay ready, trust the process, and step into your destiny.